Hello there. Thanks for visiting our website. And if you clicked on where it says fix your credit, that's where we are now. And you probably got some issues that you'd like to hear about. Of course, every dealer in the world is always going to tell you that they're different than the last or the other. At Dioguardi Auto Sales, I'm going to tell you what we do, and then you tell us if it's any different than the last guy. What we do here at Dioguardi Auto Sales when you have credit issues, we deal with to outline a little bit, we deal with bankruptcies, we deal with first-time buyers, we deal with people that have collections or charge-offs or what have you. Of course, we deal with people with perfect credit as well. But seeing that you clicked on Fix Your Credit, we're going to just talk about the credit issue people. When you have collections on your credit report, traditionally your score might be in the 500s. The dealers that you may go to buy a car would consider you to be a subprime buyer. So at Dioguardi Auto Sales, we don't consider you subprime because the rate we work with is try to get to a rate of 10 to 12%. That's reasonable rate. A subprime rate would be 24%. What we try to do is address, if you have, let's say if it's collections and you have a bunch of collections out there, maybe a total couple $1,000s. While you're here, what we'll do is call the collection companies and see what they'll settle for. A lot of times if it's $2,000, you could probably settle them for $800 or $1,000. And then we'll get a lender to hopefully loan you that much money, or if you didn't have it. A lot of times people have that much money and they'll pay the collections right then and there in order to get a reasonable rate, which is, like I say, anywhere from 10 to 12%. 24% is unreasonable, and 24% or 23% doesn't help anybody. So our objective right off the bat is to get you a good rate even though you have credit score in the 500s. Like even bankruptcy people that have filed bankruptcy and now are clean as a whistle, they're really no risk to anybody because they're not going to go bankrupt again for 7 years. That's the law. So why do they have to pay a high rate in the 20s just because they were bankrupt? You've already paid your dues, and you should be able to catch a break somewhere. So our idea is to secure you a loan that would be in that 10 to 12, and your score could be maybe in the 600s when you went bankrupt, and now you come out of it, your score's in the 600s. You could get a 7% interest rate too. So wherever your score is, that's where they'll adjust the rate to. But they're really never any higher, the people that I deal with now, they're never any higher than somewhere in the 12s, I would say. So that's what I consider us to be different than the last, the last dealer you might have been at, and maybe you got turned down or what have you. First-time buyers, there's another category where a first-time buyer hasn't had really a chance to do anything positive or negative, and they're already going to be categorized to say, well, they're a risk, so we have to charge them somewhere in the 20s or even late teens. And that's kind of high because why should they be penalized? They haven't made any move yet. So we're going to try to get you a loan somewhere 9, 10, 11%. And all you got to do is, have a job for a couple of years, show that you're working 40 hours, come up with a pay stub, a reasonable down payment, and you don't need a cosigner. We could put you down the road. So those are the little differences that we do here at Dioguardi, and we've been very successful. We've helped hundreds of people over the years. I've really never publicized it because I deal with each case as it happens to come in. But seeing that we have this computer age, we have so many people visiting our website that they really don't know. It's like just like another dealer. So that's where we separate ourselves. We separate where we want to get you a loan. A lot of dealers brag about the fact that they're big and they can do this and they can do that, and they probably can. They do have a lot of power with the banks. It's got nothing to do with the consumer. But all they do is say, yeah, it's okay, go ahead and give them the loan. So all your past baggage, so to speak, would just hang out there forever. The next time you need a car, you get another 24% loan. We're looking to nip it in the bud. So in other words, I say, well, what prevents this person from having a 700 score? Maybe it's 5 or 6 collections. So let's get rid of them. Let's deal with them today. Let's get rid of them. Let's get you a reasonable rate. Let you pick the car you want. Not like other dealers. They say, well, this is our entry-level car for a new car dealership, and they say this is the car you can get. We let you pick any car you want. It's up to you. Whatever car you get qualified on, that's what the car you get. So if you got a few collections, let's get rid of them. Let's pay them off, and let's start you off fresh. You'll have two things happening. Your old credit, all your bad credit will go away, and it'll be marked paid. It won't be marked charge off anymore. And your new piece of credit on your auto loan will be a great piece of credit. You'll make the payment every month, and before you know it, you'll be a 700 score, and you won't need to worry about that anymore. That'll be one issue behind you. So that's what we do here at Dioguardi Auto Sales. We'd love to have you stop in at 450 Empire Boulevard or give us a call at 585-266-9000. You have to make the first step, and then we'll help you the rest of the way. Thanks for visiting our website, Dioguardi Auto Sales.